What up, YouTube? So today is going to be part 5 of the DC2 Integra California State Referee. And today we're pretty much going to try to get this car started up and pretty much go over the gas tank and get the evap wired in. We'll probably do that last, but at least guaranteed at least get this car started. So that's the goal for this video at least. And then we're going to finish doing all the plumbing. I got the new TPS we're going to put on here. I got the new thermostat we're gonna put on here. Then we can finish all our hoses. We'll be able to do our heater hoses as well and get those all clamped down. And then we'll run our fan switch to the radiator, and then we'll run our, we'll tap in for our temperature sensor. So we'll pretty much be done with that. And then I have some wiring coming in so we can reroute and run to the starter wire to the battery, and then the alternator wire to the fuse box. So if you guys want to know what I'm talking about, pretty much this comes to a split right here on the wiring factory. So what I do is to make it look a little cleaner, I just separate them from the actual plug right here. So I'll cut it right here, and the black yellow wire is the starter wire, and then the other one I run directly to the alternator, and then this one will just stay factory like that. So we're just going to tap into this wire for the starter, and then the other wire will go directly to the fuse box. And then that's pretty much how you have your battery and your starter. And then the blue white wire from the last video is how you have your battery light. So if your battery light isn't coming on, that means your car isn't charging. So you want to make sure that light does come on and turn off as soon as the car starts up. We also got our RSX shifter cables, so we'll be getting that installed today. And our cat most likely would be installed today. So a lot of different things on this video, but mainly just to get it started. So right now we're gonna get in, start actually getting to the plumbing, and then we'll come back, start doing our downpipe with the cat. And then if everything is good from there, we should be able to start up the engine. So we're going to knock out this stuff and we'll come back. All right guys, so we're back now and we got our throttle cable installed. I went ahead and installed the temperature sensor right here. So that's plugged in there. And we got the fan plugged in, sensor on the radiator. We got our lower radiator hose. I do have to trim it a little bit though, so we're gonna get to that. We got our rear heater hoses on here, so we just gotta go get some clamps. We're pretty much doing the starter wire already, so the starter wire is connected. I gotta connect the alternator wire real fast. We got our ground on our transmission, and then we got a ground on our manifold. So that's good. The other ground you do need to make sure you have is this one. This is your main engine harness ground. So those two, and I'll add one to the side cover as well, but it will start with the transmission and the manifold ground. Next, what we're going to be getting to is probably the power steering line. That actually just came in right now, so I'm going to attach that, make sure all that's good and works, and then I'll go pick up the belt. And then we're gonna start working on the gas tank straps so we can get the tank up in there and get the fuel line on there. And then I believe we should be able to get a first time start on this car. So I'm gonna go ahead and knock out this hose for the power steering line kit, and then make sure that's all good. And then we'll come back and start working on the tank straps. All right, so we're back. We got our line on here and it is attached to the rack and pinion now, so that's good. We got our alternator wire attached. Everything's pretty much ready. Now we're gonna go back into the inside. I gotta take out these rear seats. Oops. And we're going to start taking out the rear. This thing has a bolster. All right, so I think we have like 4 tins on the top side and then a 10 in the center, and that'll access to the gas tank. We're gonna swap out the wiring on that, and then we're gonna drop the tank, and we got the other tank over here. So we'll start getting that mocked up. And then we got to put the actual RXX filler hoses on here. So we're going to start pretty much knocking this out first. I'm going to take this wheel off, get access to all that, start taking this O-tank, and then we'll come back and start running some measurements, see how we're going to mount up with the straps, and then hopefully mount it and get this thing started up. All right guys, so we're back now, and we got our fuel line in the front, and then we got our gas tank installed. So I'll show you guys that real quick. So gas tank is installed, and we got our fuel line connected to that as well. So we should be able to get fuel pressure for startup. Right now, I'm gonna go ahead and install the intake real quick, and we'll go for our first time start, make sure it starts up good, and then that'll probably be it for this video. I got a whole bunch of other stuff to work on real quick, so we'll get this started, and then we'll end the video. All right, so we got the intake installed. This is a DC legal one. I just have to put the sticker on here, but you can run a legal intake on your car, which is pretty much like the only aftermarket thing on here besides the motor mounts. Radiator is fine, they're not really worried about that. Pretty much just ECU, wiring, cat converter, tank, evap system. I got the battery on here right now. We will have a battery light and a check engine light for O2 sensors, so this is just the first time start. I've never tried to crank this car over or do anything. So right now we're gonna go prime the fuel and make sure there's not any leaks first. Push the seat back. All right, so let's get in here. All right, so we got pretty much everything working. I'm gonna prime it twice, and then we're gonna go check for any leaks. Hopefully we have enough gas, because it might be a little bit less than what was in here before. So prime it again. See, everything seems good. So let's go for this first time start. All right, here we go. So you guys probably wondering why it's idling like that. I didn't actually calibrate the TPS yet, so that's gonna have to be calibrated. And once that, and I get the radiator fluid in here, everything will start idling perfect and everything. So just wanted to show you guys that it does always start on the first try. I'm not showing you guys after I messed up. Literally, that was the first time I tried to start this car, and it started right up. So that's one thing why I like to get good donors. You at least know the engine's good. And pretty much that's gonna be it for this video, guys. Next video will pretty much be getting the hybrid racing shifter on here and getting the exhaust done, get the belt, finish the power steering, and then get the evap and slave line and clutch master connected. And then we can take this thing out, hopefully get the evap to pass on the first try. If not, that's probably gonna be our main issue. This motor's pretty low mileage, so as far as sensors, it should be good. Yeah, so that's pretty much gonna be it, guys. If you haven't, like, share, subscribe, comment, let me know what you guys think. See you guys on the next video.